We have a tendency to keep starting in my house in Whiterun, don't we? How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Skyrim. I've done quite a bit since the last part. In terms of main quests, the only thing... Oh, I did a few things. I did this one thing. No, I did a few things. We did this, where it involved the Blackbriars. This guy was like, I need you to help me steal this lineage papers for this horse so I can get one over on Maven Blackbriar. Well, I went to Maven. She was like, I see. Well, go along with it, and then I'll get back at him later. I also did this, which I could have recorded, but in the end, I figured you guys weren't interested in me playing Cupid, which is basically what this quest was, the Book of Love, where I basically went and helped out a few couples who were in dire situations. The reason I wanted to do that and get that out of the way was because you actually get a perk for, well, not a perk, you get an active effect, a buff for doing it called Agent of Morrow, which gives you 15% resistance to all magic, which is a pretty nice buff. So I did that. We also did this quest involving a lighthouse and these pirates, where they tried to get me to do their dirty work and keep all the loot for themselves. Well, I taught them a lesson, and I got to keep all the loot. We also did this random quest I found at some crypt involving something called the Pale Lady and this sword, the Pale Sword, I think it was called. And we also did this quest involving banishing someone called Potema the Wolf Queen. So she was threatening to come back and, terrorize everyone in Skyrim. Well, I put a stop to that. I haven't done this yet. I also did some other miscellaneous things. I helped this orc blacksmith in Markarth. He was like, look, you bring me a Danger Heart, I'll make you a really nice piece of whatever armor you're wearing. I did, and he gave me an elven shield, which, considering I'm wearing a full elven set, I thought that was just perfect. Yeah, and so I've been trying to see if I can get my blocking up, trying to, why don't I, on occasion, use a shield? Yeah, I can use healing, but I can also use a shield sometimes. In fact, that's what I'm going to be showing you today in terms of maybe getting one of the best shields in the game. These are all the current things I've gotten. And I figured, why don't we just go ahead and do this, involving that. Also, I'm at level 33, and I have been working on, you can see my bow is epic now. Still carrying that. I still can't upgrade this with an ebony ingot because I don't have the ebony smithing yet, but at some point that will happen. But look at this, my armor set is now all up to epic, including the shield, because of my smithing level. And so I've been doing all the busybody work of going around, getting all the different smithing components, ingots, leather straps, all those things. And then also, I made this ring, which buffs my weapons and armor that I can, make from smithing, can be improved. I also went and utilized both the Warrior Stone and the Lover Stone to try and level up my skills even faster. So, at the moment, my smithing is at 66. We're getting there. We're working on it. I got the Arcane Blacksmith perk to improve magical weapons and armor, so that'll help. We have advanced armors. I'm only 4 levels away from being able to have glass smithing, so hopefully when I get that, I'll be able to make a full glass armor and weapon set, to replace my elven set, which would be really nice. I would like to get orcish smithing, so I can also eventually get ebony smithing, daedric smithing, and then dragon smithing, because that's the goal, to be able to get a full-on dragon set with perhaps some daedric pieces here and there. Trust me, it pays off, and it's really cool. So this is where I'm at in terms of my skills. Block up to 31 because I've been using my shield more often to try and level that up. One-handed is up to 75, and I've only put 1 perk point into it. Some of you going, how could you only do that? Well, you know, that's because I see other things I'm like, oh, that's probably more handy for me. You know, my archery's up to 45. Light armor is up to 76. I could get this other one where I get an additional armor bonus if I have a match set. And then I can get that as well. My sneaking is up to 54, which is really nice. Ooh, I can make it even harder for me to detect. I'm getting this because this does really, really strong damage for those sneaky stealth missions, which for the Thieves Guild and Brotherhood quests, that's really helpful to have. Not crazy about that, but this right here, walking and running doesn't affect detection. That would be really nice to have. Lockpicking is up pretty high as well. Adept locks are much easier, and I got this where I can find even more gold. So I'll be able to... I told you, there are plenty of ways to make up for the gold you spend, which I'll point out something else to you once I'm done showing you where I'm at in terms of my abilities. Restoration's up to 45, Enchanting's up to 56. I'll have to eventually put perk points into this. But also, I like that my guy's just spinning around. Or the camera's spinning around my guy. But also, whoops, messed that up. The local map always throws me off. I purchased that house in Solitude, and it's fully furbished up. Maybe I'll go show it to you guys before we continue. In fact, maybe I'll go show you the house in Riften first, because I didn't do that before. I showed you guys the house in Markarth, but I didn't show you the house in Riften. I'll show you the house in Riften, and then we'll go see the house in Solitude. And then we shall continue with the Daedric quest, The Only Cure, which gets me one of the best shields in the game. And plus, it'll give me a chance to show you guys what going into a dwarven site is like. You know, the lore that the dwarves were extinct a millennia ago. You know, stuff like that. So that's why you don't see any dwarves walking around Skyrim or Tamriel, because apparently they were all they were gone a millennia ago, but yet what their remains and ruins are still here, intact. Oh, also, my buddy here.
Don't think you can barter with me like one of those damn
What do you need, Thane? Do you need something from me, Thane?
He's got a few nice things
or can I carry something
that I
for
found
you?
during those quests. He's got this two-handed battle axe. There's the pale blade I was talking about. He doesn't use... I guess he doesn't use two-handed, but I went ahead and just gave it to him for the time being. I'll probably just go ahead and store that away, but... he has new ebony gauntlets that I found while doing that quest. He's got an ebony shield. Really cool.
Lead on, then.
So this right here is my house in Riften. I've got my own little garden with my own little chickens, taking care of it. Apparently there was a thievery going on, and I wasn't paying attention. This is the house in Riften. This is my house, Carl, here in Riften.
Long life to you, Thane.
Iona. Yeah, she pretty much sounds and talks just like Lydia. In fact, a lot of the house Carls do. This is the storage chest I have here for Riften. This is my bed. Down here is where I have the alchemy lab with all these different ingredients that I could grab in case I ever need it. Ooh, I'll take that potion. Here is the enchanting lab with the mannequins. That's where my thieves set is. I buffed those so I could enhance my smithing. I buffed my shrouded set here as well. Those are on display until I feel the need to come back and get them. I have some gems here. I have plaques in case I want to hang up some weapons. And I guess this is like an extra guest room or something like that. Yeah, so it's a small little simple house here in Riften. But the fact that you get the stuff down there, the labs, it's pretty nice to have. And the fact that I can go to the blacksmith here, just outside my house. The problem is that blacksmith doesn't have a smelter. So if you want to smelt ore, you can't really do it here. which is why I keep often going back to Whiterun, because the smith outside my house there does have a smelter. It's just more convenient that way. Now, let's head to Solitude. Ugh, Falmer. Disgusting. Alright, so my house in Solitude is right over here. Right next to the Bard's College. That's the doorway to my underground portion, but let's go over here. Here's my front door. Proudspire Manor. And this is my house call for Solitude.
Honored to see you again, my thing.
Jordis, the Sword Maiden. It's my greeting room here. This is our dining room. That's just a side door back out to Solitude. Upstairs, this is kind of like a living room area. Here are the children's bedrooms, which comes with as an option with some other chests and such, in case I plan to adopt any children. And here is the main bedroom, which comes not just with a chest here, but a safe. But it's not like I can be able to, like, carry around a key for that safe, and, like, no one will ever have access to the safe but me. It doesn't really work that way. Down here is where I can have the enchanting lab, along with 2 more mannequins, more weapon plaques. Over here is... what is that? So I gotta tell Joris to make sure the place is clean. This is the enchanting lab, with all the different ingredients. There's just a random silver ingot just sitting there. Stuff is just always randomly just sitting around. This is just kind of here. It's just kind of a... just an extra room, I guess. So, yeah. It did cost a lot. $25,000 and then, like, $1,000 for this furnishing. $2,000 for this furnishing. It does cost a lot. I'm only down to 2,500 gold. But as I've said before, there are plenty of ways to make up for that in this game. No need to worry about that. So now, let's go here. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. I know I've heard them pronounce it before, but... nah. Alright. I think I already took care of the bandits that were here, but let's see if they perhaps respawned. Or not the bandits, the followers of this guy that the Daedric wants me to go and kill because he betrayed him and he can't stand betrayal. Or whatever it was. Oh, yeah. By the way, hold on. Let me wait for my guy to get down the stairs first before I show this to you. Oh my gosh, he's stuck on that? Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Dude. Alright, you guys want an idea of why I sometimes can't stand these dwarven things? Look at this. Those traps right there are like instant death. You get hit by those, you are like instantly dead. So if you haven't saved your game in a while, well, tough luck. I hate those, and that's why a lot of the times I dread going into these dwarven ruins because of all those traps and defensive mechanisms. It's a pain. Oh, yeah. Those glowing barrels. Yeah. So when I collected those ingredients for this quest, he was like, oh, that makes the incense. Now why don't you take a smell and inhale? And then it was like I was high or tripping balls, and the Daedric was like, yes, inhale it, embrace it. Now we can speak. Yeah. That's pretty much, it was, because it was crazy, like the colors got all weird around me and everything. It was just weird. Wait, what? Hold on. There we go. Alright. Yeah. Now I'm ready. Lots of these incense barrels around. They must be just like... so, like, maybe addicted to this stuff now. Alright. Oh. Hello?
Enough of this!
Got him before he could even get out of bed.
Is someone there? Must be my imagination.
Must be. Let's see if I can, instantly killed. Oh! But apparently I don't have a soul gem large enough to take, you know, to capture these guys. Ah, sad. Get my arrow back. It's like, oh, so this is what it's like to play an archery heavy character. There's that gate. Alright, quick save. Ugh. So much of that stuff. Adept. There we go. Yeah, I'll take both. The problem is, it's sometimes it's a pain trying to find the right type of merchant who will take it, and that they have enough gold to actually buy it from you. Because some of those cost a lot, but those merchants will be like, look, I don't have that much gold on me.
Heed our call if you deem us worthy. Our leader, Orchendra, has led us here, and for that we are
Oh, cinematic arrow kill. Oh. Oh. Call me the Green Arrow. Be like, you have failed this land. Notice Skyrim. Nobody around, really? Yeesh, this stuff is now like toxic spillage. Oh.
Someone there.
What the? It cinematically showed that I missed. Oh, didn't miss that one.
Hello? Who's there?
Ah.
I knew it.
Ugh. Ugh, my goodness. He vomited on my companion. Ugh. They're afflicted, and apparently that's what becoming afflicted does. Causes you to vomit on your opponents. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. No wonder Perriette wants me to kill this guy. What does this do? Hold on. Quick save. Aha. Alright. Further in we go. Oh, here's something else I remembered that I did off camera. I helped Miol get her her sword Grimseaver in another dwarven ruin. That was fun. I thought that was like a chest or something. Nope. Alright, leveled up. Let's see here. Let's go with stamina. I could go with something in enchanting. I could go for the sneak assassin's blade thing. I could buff light armor or one-handed, but like, look, I'm working my way towards the important smithing stuff, okay? That's one of my goals here. Up. There's one of those traps. Let's go this way. Uh-oh. There's probably gonna be dwarven things that come out here. There's a chest. Ah, there they are. Great. Just great.
Yeah. Yeah.
There we go. Increase my block. Whew. A spoon? Why is a spoon in here? Ooh, that's not bad. But I'm getting a better shield than that just for doing this. So oh boy. Let's walk this way. Avoid that trap. Yeah, there's dead bodies around because they got killed by that stupid trap. Thank you for the 100 gold. Uh-huh. Oh, in the back. Oh. So that door is going to be where he is, huh? It's like you got to go through a gauntlet here just to get to the final boss. The workshop. I always need to check that my follower actually followed me. Oh, he moved just as I fired. Okay, he wants to get closer. Fine. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
Hey, be careful. What are you doing?
Ugh. It's just a bench. You want to sit on the bench? Take a seat. Just sit down for a moment. There you go. Take back my arrow. Especially the elven arrows. Some of the really strong arrows are really hard to get and really expensive. Oh, it's a chest. Oh, hello. Whack. Whack. Yeah. Ow. Hold on. Let me take a moment to charge this up. Use the smaller ones. I could use the, the black one to like fully charge up with one charge, but seems like a bit of a waste. Not to mention, I kind of want to use that to actually enchant something. If I use that to enchant it, it'll make the enchantment even stronger. Take for the gold. Oh, hello. Go get him, buddy.
That's all you've got?
Oh, went down with one hit. Another door? Man, this guy is very far into this place. Can't open that. What is up here? The Upper District. Isn't this where I was? Yeah, this is where I was. There's just another area. Oh, but it has more loot. More loot. More gold. More enemies over there that I missed. Oh well. They are not the goal. Oh, it's the same room, just I guess the better spot for me to be in. It's like a plant. Oh my gosh.
What was that?
Nothing. Nothing. Whoops. I may have hit my guy by accident. Aw, I wasted an arrow. Alright, hold on. How many... Oh, I switched to iron arrows because I ran out of my elven arrows. I do have some glass arrows, some dwarven arrows. 24 orca. Let's use the orcish arrows. I always have tons of Nord arrows and steel arrows to go to by default. Oh, hello. I did not even hear you coming. Well, so much for sneaking.
We are routed.
Nice. You just straight up stabbed the guy in the face. Sword in your face. Moving on up. See what I mean about these kinds of places? Doesn't this seem kind of boring? This is why I considered doing this off camera. I just wanted to show it to you guys to get you an idea as to why I've been doing some of these off camera, because a lot of these are just long, go through enemies, you know, go through defenses and such, and they get a little boring. Look at this, it even says like, now you have to go through another door in this area. How many doors do I have to go through before I eventually find this guy? I mean, it's great to do for off-camera stuff because I'm finding lots of loot and gold and getting XP for my skills and such. It's, you know, and it's great in that regard, but... Ugh. Oh! Whoops! Those guys are just sitting there.
Did you hear something?
Those traps just went on and killed their friends, and they didn't react at all. And then we slightly move, and they're like, "Did you hear something?" Oh! Aww. What the? Dude, why? Oh, oh, my shout. I hit him with my shout earlier. It must have been affecting him. Sorry, buddy. Ugh. Wait. Did that one person I killed fall through the floor? I think so, because I don't see her body anywhere. Skyrim glitches. They still exist all these years later. You'll kill an enemy and then they just fall through the floor and you never get to loot them. Can you imagine how frustrating that is if that happens to like a main enemy that you're supposed to loot for something? It's like a game-breaking bug almost. It's like, you know, I was sneaking around at first, but I'm starting to lose my patience here. Forget about sneaking. I'm gonna go in and just go through everybody and everything just to find this guy, because I'm getting tired of this.
What was that?
That was me! That was your death incoming! Shield bash! In your face! You have been marked for death. You just let them wail away at the shield and you'll increase your blocking. Woo! Alright. Let's take a moment to heal. Do it with both hands. shield. Mace. There we go. Bolts. Nice. Yeah, these guys usually have things that are a little bit more better to pick up. Look at how many of them are here. Oh my gosh! Where are you going? Get back here. Oh, she got sent flying across the room. Please let him be behind this door. Oh my gosh, these things. I don't have time for this. It's a good thing this guy is able to avoid getting finished off. He ends up in that state so often, but no one ever finishes him off. Thank goodness. Oh no, I'm gonna slip and fall off. Ah! No! No! Alright. Oh boy. Another door? Are you serious? Alright. I found these, by the way. Let's do that. Increase my regeneration. Ugh. This stuff is everywhere. 100 gold. Nice. Come on. Where is this guy? Oh my gosh. More of these stupid traps. You see what I mean? This place is so annoying with all the traps. Now, I can't trigger that because I have that perk that doesn't trigger it. But my follower is another story. Dwarven Spear Master. Bashing with the shield, I believe, also increases your blocking. Chest. Huh. Wait. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Lower district. Oh my gosh, this maze. Another door. This is This is an aspect of Skyrim that just drives me nuts and I just can't stand. These never-ending mazes just to get to your goal. If you're wondering why I've been doing so many of these off camera, this is why. Some of these take forever to do. I don't need another one. I already have one. Don't need another. I'm gonna sprint to the door. That's right. You go in and take them all down. Alright. Heal myself. I don't care about looting them anymore. I just want to get to this guy. I want to get to my goal. I need to recharge that mace. There we go. doing that does also increase your enchanting skill. So it's a good idea to go ahead and do that. He better be in here. Finally! Alright, so he's over here. Finally. Oh my goodness. There better be a quick exit out of here at the end. Like, oh, you can just take this right back to the entrance. What is he, like, up there? Where? Dwarven defenses are not fine for you. Did you seriously just fall into the water? If he just died, I'm gonna be really, really upset. Where is he? Okay, he's still alive. He's just apparently stuck underwater. Hopefully if I just move forward, he'll just teleport to my location or something. Oh boy. Oh my gosh, you have to be joking. Now I have to deal with one of these centurions. And my follower is stuck under the path in the water. This is why I wanted to do this off camera. Alright, I'm just going to stop here. I'm going to possibly reload just to ensure that he actually, you know, continues to follow me. Maybe I'll get to the end of this and then we'll continue from there. Stay tuned.